Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Southern Santa Piper. I'm your host, Kenny, and today we are smoking one of my oldest pipes, my 40-year-old tinderbox Calabash Pipe. My memory doesn't serve me as well as it used to be, but I can tell you that this was one of my first two pipes. My Peterson or this one was my first pipe, and I just don't remember which one. It's been 40 years. I do remember getting this from the tinderbox and going in every day, eyeballing this for a while before I decided upon it. At the time, I was working at Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois, as an 18-year-old kid. And just eyeballing pipes. I was really interested in anything that looked like a Sherlock Holmes pipe. So this and a Peterson ended up being my first buys. But let me give this a light. You can tell from the color that used to be white that it has been smoked, just not a tremendous amount. Now it's kind of more of a golden. I don't know how well it's going to pick up the actual color of this, but it's a nice golden color that it's developed over the years. The same thing with the gourd. The gourd itself has developed some deeper colors to it, especially around the bottom of the gourd. They are a fairly easy pipe to clench. And part of that's just the design. They're just kind of a classic shape for clenching. And they smoke wonderful. If someone had a very limited budget for pipes, I would probably recommend a meerschaum or a Calabash pipe with a meerschaum bowl. This one here has got a meerschaum bowl and the Calabash gourd. I don't see a lot of modern ones with gourds. I see a lot of modern reproductions of these pipes with briar or wood, and sometimes even with a briar or wooden bowl. On rare occasions, I will see a meerschaum bowl with a wooden gourd, but not an actual gourd. So I highly recommend, if you can get your hands on one of the older style Calabash pipes with a gourd and a meerschaum bowl, highly recommend them for those on a limited budget. They smoke consistently cool and dry, and part of that is just the shape. I will gently remove the bowl. I know if somebody will probably yell at me because I did this while it's warm. It's not too warm yet, guys. That's what the inside looks like. But they just smoke consistently good. You're going to get very little tongue bite, depending on the tobacco, obviously, you're smoking. You're going to get a nice cool smoke, and you're going to get a lot of flavor. And because it's a meerschaum bowl, you can smoke this again and again without that bowl getting damp and giving any type of funky flavors. I'm smoking in that today. Some merchant service pipes made by Byron Ventures, KBV tobaccos, blended by them, located at kbven.com. Ken Byron Ventures. Fireside Chat is a, if my memory serves me, a blend of a Virginia and a Burley, kind of a golden tan mixture. You get the Burleys, and you get that cocoa-y, light vanilla, toasted marshmallow. And then you also get the Virginias. You get the sweetness from the Virginias, but you also get that grassy kind of hay note from the Virginias as well. It's really well balanced, and just smokes really, really well. I mean, for an all-day smoke every day, this is kind of a perfect blend. Mm. Drinking a little bit of iced coffee today. I always find iced coffee or tea to be the best when smoking a pipe. Been a little bit warm here in Florida. I would expect so. It is mid-July after all. It's a shame that I don't see as many of these popping up on the pipe groups and some of the forums as I would like to see them. I know some people are turned off by the looks. They think they look ridiculous. To me, they are classic. And I know not necessarily the pipe that is normally associated with Sherlock Holmes, even though there are a lot of drawings and things with him with a Calabash pipe. I think more of a Peterson shape, or even a Dunhill swan neck when I think of Holmes. That's probably blasphemy for all of the Peterson fans out there, that I would say that I would associate a swan neck pipe like the Dunhill, and have that associated with Sherlock Holmes. But I have seen some old pictures of Holmes that I swear was with a Dunhill swan neck, and not with the Peterson or any other make. Specifically, a early part of what was his name, Rathbone, his era. Mm. It's a really good blend. Tasty. Last I checked, they definitely have this blend still at KBV in stock. They blend it for merchant service, and it's not available through merchant service, only through KBV, Ken Byron Ventures. Again, kbven.com. And it is a great tobacco. For $13 shipped to your door for 2 ounces, I think it's well worth it. It comes in a nice Mylar package that you can store in. They ship it with a label, so if you want to jar it, it just smokes really well. I find, where is it? I do find some similarities to that and Paredes. Now, Paredes is a Cavendish blend, so you've got the Cavendish in there that you don't have in the Fireside. But the Fireside is still a really decent, very smooth tobacco. I think anyone who is fan of any of the older drugstore blends, Prince Albert, Granger, Edgeworth, they would probably be fans of this type of blend. There are, back to this pipe, there are people who will wax these with beeswax. I have never done that. And that's supposed to enhance your color. All I do is smoke it, and this pipe does not get smoked a lot. A few times a year is it for me. But like any meerschaum, the more you smoke them, the more the color is going to change on you. This eventually, if I was to put this in my rotation more, would become even a darker honey hue. Kind of a nice rich amber. And as you guys can tell, these things are drilled out well, nice easy draw, and knock on wood, but we're 12, 13 minutes into the video or so, and I haven't had to have a relight, guys. Now, part of that is the tobacco being dried properly. Part of it is being packed properly. But part of it's the pipe. I have smoked plenty of this tobacco in other pipes that don't stay lit as well as it does in this particular pipe. Hope everyone's been having a nice summer. My summer's been good overall so far. I've actually made a few new friends over the summer that I have been able, even though they're long distance friends, able to spend some time with them through video, chatting, which is always really nice. Also, I have a sister now in Utah. Was in Arizona, but I've got a sister in Utah, and we've been spending a lot more time video chatting and just talking in general, which has made for a nice summer for me as well. I think it's important that if you've got friends to try to remain with some type of contact with them on a regular basis. Always important to stay in contact with your close friends and your family and those you care about. Before you realize it, it's too short. And they're no longer there with us. So, I don't know if this is being picked up. My neighbors' dogs are barking their heads off. We've talked about this tobacco before, but we are going to give it 2 thumbs up. Highly recommend it to y'all. One of my favorites. That's the reason you see me smoke it here. Gonna cut a little short today. A little warm out here for Southern Santa Piper. Typically, I've been doing these a little bit later in the afternoon, but figured I'd get one in today while I was out here enjoying a smoke. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy my content or just hear me rambling on or show you parts of my pipe collections and we talk about them a little bit, by all means, hit subscribe, hit the like button if you like these, and hit that little notification bell up in the corner if you want to be notified every time I have a new video. I appreciate you all joining me here on Southern Santa Piper. I really appreciate your comments and appreciate any suggestions you have. By all means, if there's any suggestions that you guys could recommend of tobaccos or pipes that that you want to see me try, I will try to accommodate. I'm not going to say I'm going to go out and purchase every tobacco or pipe that's out there. And if I have a pipe that may be similar, I may include that in one of my videos. But kind of curious on what you guys are interested in seeing. If you want more of reviews on pipes or tobaccos instead of just impressions, really would appreciate all your feedback. Again, thank you so much for joining me here on Southern Santa Piper, and you all have a really blessed evening. Take care now.